So hey Uber zombies, thank you for watching. All my subs I know, but I got something special here. I got a colleague of mine, a friend of mine. You want to just tell them your name and where you're from?
Yeah, my name's Nat, and I'm from California. We'll say California.
Absolutely. Shout out to California. Here at Uber Zombies, we take people from the airport from California all the time. But today's not really about like Uber specific, but it's kind of sorta. So basically, Nat, you had a DUI, correct? DUI. So can you take us to? I just want to jump straight into it. Tell us about that night. Like, what was going on?
So it was a Friday night on a September, and it was one of my friends' dirty 30. Right, we were supposed to go meet downtown. Well, we were supposed to go. Keyword word. So I decided to pregame next to the nearest casino where I lived. And let's just say I took one too many Coronas and shots.
Okay. So it's pregame, you know, it was a good vibe. It was a fun time. And you know, you were just gonna have a couple of drinks.
Yeah,
and
I didn't know I was gonna get chocolate wasted.
Okay.
And so I decided to drive myself. Fast forward.
But hold on. Hold on. I don't mean I don't mean to cut in because you know I have a lot of friends that drink. You know they love their drinks. So basically you had a couple of drinks and you were buzzed or whatever. You were feeling good, and you decided to drive home because you felt you could make it, right?
I felt like I could make it.
Yeah. So have you ever felt like you could make it before and got home and actually made it home safe?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Every single time.
Okay, yeah. I think a lot of our viewers and I think a lot of people in California, in Las Vegas, and around the world do the same thing. You know what I mean? I think a lot of us, you know, we always feel we could make it home. But basically, one day the odds will catch up. And basically it caught up to you this time, correct?
Correct.
So you leave the casino, you leave wherever you were, casino, bar, wherever your watering hole is, dive bar, whatever we call it. So you're in your car and then what? How you saw the police lights?
So at this point I was kind of blacking out when I was driving. All of a sudden I see car lights behind me and I was like, great, well this is it. You know, I'm gonna get caught. Let's just say that. And what was the next question? Sorry.
So basically, okay, so you said you know you were blacking out. So basically, you were buzzed, but like, were you swerving on the road? Were you speeding? Why did the police decide to pull you over, or did you not even remember why he pulled you over?
So I was definitely speeding.
Oh, okay, you were
on
speeding.
As I got on the freeway, I was speeding. That was the probable cause.
Oh, okay.
Not swerving.
Okay. How did you feel when you first kind of seen the lights in your rear view?
Well, I just knew I was just going to be taken in.
Oh, okay.
I just knew it.
Okay, yeah, you know. Okay.
Yeah.
So the police came to your car. What did he say? License and registration? Can you kind of tell us how that went?
Yeah, so pretty much he was like, license, registration, and then, but he's like, wait a minute, have you been drinking? And I was like, yeah, I may have had 2 beers. So then he was like, okay, you can step out of the car.
Oh.
And then so we proceed with the test.
So you gave him permission to do those tests, like walk in a straight line, stuff like that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I've always told people have told me to never do those. I mean, but you gave consent any which way, and you did them.
Yeah, I didn't even know anything. I didn't even know you could say no. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know you can say no to the breathalyzer.
Yeah.
Well, you can say no.
Because what if the
Yeah.
breathalyzer test didn't have the right amount of battery power in there?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Who knows the accuracy of that battery test? But I get it. I mean, since you did do those tests, can you just kind of tell us, like, quickly, like, what did he have you do? Like, walk in a straight line, or like, just so the people that never been through this or never had a DUI or whatever, so they could kind of like feel your pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so the first test, I knew kind of the first test. The first test was follow the finger.
Oh, wow.
So what you're supposed to do is just follow the finger with your eyes.
Okay.
So if you just follow the finger with your head, they're already like, okay, that's a red flag, right?
Yeah, that's what I did earlier, so I
Right.
failed and I'm sober right now.
But like these tests were made for you to lose.
Absolutely.
Like really. Like so second test was walk in a straight line with your feet exactly straight, right?
Yeah.
1 foot over the other. And the third test, which is where he got me, is do something complicated. Left, right, hold your hand with your left, whatever. And I was like, I'm out.
Okay.
I'm out mostly because I am dyslexic, so I legit don't know what is right and left. So I even told him that. And he was...
And what is dyslexic for people that may need a little more understanding?
Yeah, so it's basically a disorder where you see stuff backwards, especially words and numbers,
Okay.
and you don't know what's right, you don't know what's left. Some can be more mild, some can be more severe. I'm in the beginner mild because I'm not that bad as other people. So it's just numbers and words. It's just like you feel like you're slow, you feel like you can't read right.
Okay.
That's what dyslexic is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cool. Now,
Yeah.
just moving forward along. So, when does he handcuff you? Like, what was going through your mind? Like, what were you feeling like?
So yeah, so
You say you
so
did a
when
breath.
he-
Okay.
yeah,
Go ahead.
sorry. So when he finally took the breathalyzer test, he was just like, "Oh, it's what is the over 0.8, right?" It's
I'm not sure.
something like it
Okay.
was over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, so he started reading the Miranda rights, and I'm like, great, here we go. So
So he read you your rights.
see, read the rights, cool handcuffs. Those handcuffs are not comfortable, and they're not circle. They're rectangle, and it's really.
And the more
It
you
hurts.
pull, the more you
It
pull
actually
away,
hurts.
the tighter it gets, right?
I don't remember.
Well, when I was younger, I was placed in handcuffs before. Don't ask
Really?
me why. Yep. And the more you pull away in
Yeah.
those days, the more you pull away, they got tighter. So
Okay.
okay. So what happened to
Okay.
your car? Did they put you in cuffs, got you in the police car?
I
What
mean-
what happened to your car?
Yep, I'm in the police car, and he calls a tow truck. Sure enough.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. And then they drove you to the jail, the county jail, or the
Yes.
metro jail, or whatever.
Yep, that's next to downtown, so I guess it's county jail.
Okay. So from there, so how did you feel like in the cop car? Like, I mean, what was going through your mind? Did you have any thoughts? Were you still kind of buzzed? Is this all unreal?
Yeah, it is surreal.
Like a
I was
movie.
like, wow, I can't. It's like a movie. Like I can't believe I'm here. I don't belong here.
Yeah.
You feel like a loser. You feel like a lot of things. You feel like a complete loser. What did I do? Of course, I got caught. I should have got caught when I was younger. All these things.
Absolutely.
Feel like you kind of throw away your life.
Yeah.
So
So now.
in like a second.
Yeah, it could happen, man. It could happen. So now you get to the jail. Can you kind of walk us through that? Like, you know, so you get to where you're going. I mean, like, how does that go?
So yeah, so you get checked in, whatever. They kind of strip you in you're still in the civilian clothes because they're gonna put you in holding. And They take all your jewelry, they take all your possessions, your purse, your phone, everything.
Okay.
Your shoes, they take mostly everything, but your pants and shirt. So like if you were wearing a jacket, they'll take that. I was wearing that. I was wearing this shirt when they arrested me. So they had to take this shirt off.
Okay.
Because I had a tank top under.
Okay.
So yeah, I was feeling really scared. Because I've never done nothing like this before.
Of course, you're not a criminal. You're just,
I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
And that's why, hey, there we go.
Hey.
And that's why we're doing, this video, because it could happen to anybody. One day you, the next day me, next day the people you guys watching right now. So that's why we're kind of sharing this here at Uber Zombies to let you guys know that, if you have a drink or if you feel buzzed, I tell you what, take a Uber. You know what I mean? I'm a Uber zombie. If my app is on and I'm driving, I'll probably come and pick you up.
Yeah.
Just don't throw up in my car.
Yeah.
But even if you do, it's cool because Uber will pay me a couple $100 for the cleaning fee, right?
Yeah, that's all.
All right, back to the topic at hand. So, okay, so they strip you down.
Yes.
Whoop, hold on
everything.
here, 1 second.
Yeah.
All right, back on track. So they kind of strip you down. You're in there. So you're in a cell. Were you by yourself? Were there other people in there? How did that go?
Yeah, so immediately once you get in the jail, you're a number. You're legit a number, and you are dollar signs to the government, to the United States of America. I felt like literally a dog. So because they're just gonna throw you, there's not gonna be a smile there. They're not gonna. They don't want to be there.
Yeah. Of course,
so
I mean,
they're gonna throw you in a cell with 8 of the girls, and they don't care, in a 6x9 cell for hours, and it's just gonna close the door.
Did they? So your whole experience in the jail was how long?
22 hours.
Oh, so just shy of a full day.
Just shy
of a full day. So talk to me a little. Did they feed you? Talk to me a little bit about what you had to eat in there. Like, how was the food?
The food is kind of like garbage, like literally, like literal garbage. Like,
wow.
It was like leftover bologna sandwich from last week.
Wow.
Like smushed too, like it's like soggy. Not even the apple that they gave me was good. So like that was overdue like a week.
Wow.
What else? What did they give me to drink? Milk. I just drank it because I was really hungry.
Yeah.
And I'm a survivor, baby, because that's what I do. So I ate it. I actually ate it. There's some girls that didn't eat it, but I did.
So I know you said there were other girls in there. I mean, did you get a chance to connect with any of them or build any relationships or kind of hear what some of the other girls are going through? I know it's only a day, but a day in jail is way too long for anybody.
Like
and
weeks.
It's not cool at all.
Not cool.
Maybe you could tell me a little bit about some of the connections or what some of the girls were facing too, or like.
Yeah, so it felt like.
I mean, you don't have to say names or anything like that, but.
I don't remember their names.
Oh, okay. Good.
But half the girls were kind of like me. It's like, what am I doing here? And other girls felt like they've been there before. And they almost belonged there, that they couldn't wait to go upstairs where they had a bed. And I was like, what is that? And that's basically when you're there longer.
Yeah.
It's no longer holding. Because this whole time I wasn't holding. That's what it's called, right?
Oh, okay.
So some girls were legit criminals. Some girls
were just
stupid little crimes that are, we say stupid. There was this one girl that jaywalked. Jaywalking in downtown, apparently that's a crime.
Wow.
Yes.
And they actually locked her up for that.
There was 2 girls there that jaywalked.
Wow.
That night. So
So
we
you
all
mean
kind of laughed about it.
You mean our tax-paying dollars
Yes.
that we paid police officers
Yes, sir.
that are really out there to protect and serve us are out there arresting people for jaywalking,
For jaywalking.
while there's 100 million other things that are going on out here that they need to be doing.
And there's a lot of innocent criminals out there.
Absolutely.
But you put the girl that was jaywalking in jail. So
Absolutely.
that's where I go with the United States of America. Your dollar signs. They're dollar signs too.
Wow.
So there's that. There's another girl that got arrested for not paying her tax. She was supposed to be in there for 4 days.
Oh.
So we all kind of laughed about that too. That's a thing in Nevada, the state of Nevada.
Okay.
Uh,
So you were in there for like 21 hours. So you're still in your clothes at this point, or did they ever give you like an orange or the official prison outfit?
for the most part, I was in my civilian clothes, but then the last 2 hours, they finally put me in an orange suit, which means you're gonna be there longer.
Okay.
And you're about to go upstairs. And I was like, oh no, not me, not
Yeah.
going upstairs. So I was like, great. I'm sorry, what was the next question?
Okay, so basically, prior to your release, they did dress you out in their clothes, in their state property, whatever
Yeah, the orange.
clothes.
Yeah.
So how did you get out? Like, how did you make bail and stuff like that? How much was your bail? Did you like bail yourself out, or how does that work?
I got a lot of mixed reviews on that. But at the end of the day, you still gotta pay a lot of money in your bail if you don't bail yourself out. I was fortunate to get bailed out. My bail out was $2,100 and something plus.
Okay.
But a lot of girls there told me not to pay, that I'll get out after 6 hours. We're going air quotes because that didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
And I don't really know, but now I do know because this is 2 years after, that no matter what, I saw the remaining balance, you still have to pay the bailout money.
Wait.
Even if you didn't pay the bailout when you first get out of jail. Does that make any sense?
So you said this is 2 years. So wait, your case was 2 years ago?
Yes.
And
This happened 2
and
years
only
ago.
now you're kind of getting rid of it now?
Barely, yes. Due to the coronavirus.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, due to Corona.
We had a lot of rescheduling.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now, how did you know how much like your bail was? I mean, did they give you a phone call for a lawyer? Were you able to make a call or reach out to anybody? Like, what was that about?
So in the jail cell, there's a phone, and then there's a bunch of numbers of bail bonds. So you can just look yourself up, and you can just call a bail. And then once you look yourself up, I found myself that my sister already bailed me out.
Oh,
Yes.
You had. Oh, okay.
And then they'll tell you everything once you look yourself up, and you called them from the jail cell.
So you called your sister and she came and got you?
I did not. This whole time, I had no contact with my family. They found me off the share your location, so that's important, just so you know that safely, okay?
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Nobody knew I was in jail for that day.
Wow.
Yeah, until my sister found me on sharing my location.
So what was so now you're out of you got out, right? On bail.
Yes.
Now I noticed you're wearing an ankle monitor. Like how did you get that? Like what led up to that?
So the final trial was barely about 2 months ago. And the sentence was to wear this ankle bracelet, which is just an alcohol tracer that will literally trace anything you touch, and obviously knows when I digest alcohol for 2 months. I have to wear that for 2 months, and I have to pay all these fees, and I have to do 2 classes for my record to be clean.
Okay.
So I think I lucked out really.
Okay, and just so people could know, and I mean, you could use round figures. I mean, if you choose to. I mean, just so people could know. So you said you had to pay fees. So what, and we're in Nevada. This is Las Vegas. This is where we're doing this right now. And Las Vegas is where you got the DUI, correct?
Correct.
Now, how much money did the DUI cost you? Top to bottom, from getting your car out, your lawyer, bail. What will this set you back financially?
So this will cost you a grand total of, this cost me a grand total of $8,000.
Wow.
My lawyer cost $4,000 plus, you name it. Getting your car out of the thing, $300.
Wow.
Then there's the bail money. Then there's more fees you don't even know. More fees you don't even know about. The classes.
Yeah.
The ankle bracelet costs $820.
Wait, you mean to tell me you have to pay for your ankle monitor?
I have to pay for my ankle bracelet, yes sir.
Wow. Well, I guess the monitor is better than being in jail, right? I mean, obviously.
For sure.
We're out here right now,
sure. But
Okay.
there's many options. Like if you don't have money,
Yeah.
there's an option to go to jail for, I don't know, I think it's like 3 or 4 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there is an option.
That's 3 or 4 days way too long.
3 or 4 days way too long, and for that record.
Yeah.
But I fear about that life, I don't know.
So if you could go back 2 years or so ago to that night, where you were at the bar, and you decided, what, I'm gonna drive home. What do you think you would do different moving forward, even if you do decide to have a couple drinks? And I'm just saying this because a lot of people unwind, decompress with their drinks, but then they have to get home. What do you think people should do if they have a couple drinks and they know they're drunk, like they know they're buzzed, you know what I mean?
You had a couple drinks. Like I typically was good about it calling an Uber
Zombies.
Yes sir.
Thank you.
Shout out.
Hey.
But yes, the obvious choice. But sometimes things aren't so obvious, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes things aren't so common. And it's just so simple, it'll cost you like a $5 Uber ride home. No. But in exchange it cost me an $8,000 check.
And a day, just about a day incarcerated.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Which is too long, which is way too long.
Too long of a process to everything.
There was a guy, there was a movie, I forgot the name of it, but he went in for a DUI or something like that and ended up like serving life because, he kept getting in, got in trouble in there fighting. What if you got in there and had to fight the girls, got another case while in there?
Right, there you
and
go.
It just added up. And, so
it's just domino effect. Yeah.
So we don't ever want people to go be in those people's house for unnecessarily when it could be avoided. So definitely take a Uber, ride share, call a friend, wait.
For sure.
If you're out here in Las Vegas, stay at the hotel you're in. Just get a room, crash out.
I could have even stayed in my car, slipped it out in my car.
Exactly.
Anything.
With the key not in the ignition.
The key not in the ignition.
Because I believe if you're,
Yes,
a friend of mine
like
been through something like that,
Yeah.
he wasn't driving, but the key was on. I think the car was even in park,
Yeah.
but he still kind of got in trouble.
Yeah, I've heard of that too. You know what? I've also, it's crazy. I've heard of the day after you get trashed. You're fine, right? But you're still driving, and they pull them over, and they're like, whoop.
Your levels are still.
Because your levels are still the day before. Isn't that crazy?
It is.
But you're fine, but alcohol's still in your system. So I've heard of that case too. That one's crazy.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Man, we really thank you for kind of opening up, especially on my little platform, Uber Zombies. I mean, I usually blog about like doing Uber and stuff like that. I know all my subscribers kind of hate me because I haven't been uploaded. So I really thank you for this interview. And I'm gonna just ask all the subscribers and anybody that watches this video, just share this particular video. Maybe there's other people in America going through a DUI and maybe they're shy about it. Maybe they, you know, just want to hear what other people are going through. They're not alone. I mean, you're not the only person that got a DUI. I know so many people.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, this is really in depth. Now, speaking on DUI, and I really don't want to touch on this, but I'm going to, because you and him are kind of going through a similar thing, even though I believe somebody passed away with his. What do you think about the Raiders player? I think he just got a
Henry
DUI.
Gruggs?
Yes, you know, and I don't have all the facts straight. You know, all we know is somebody passed away. Rest in peace to them. But they were saying that he was driving under the influence as well. What's your take on that?
Even someone with even more resources and more money, I bet he would have just called a simple driver or just would have done anything. I know he has friends. I know he has Raider buddies. I know he has more money to blow to just get an Uber home. But instead to drive himself, I thought that was really selfish and stupid.
And I think you're in a position to say that because you're going through the same thing, and you already admitted that you did the same thing. You know, it was selfish and stupid as well. So you're not really taking a shot at him, but you guys are, you know, we're just trying to keep it real.
For sure.
You know, okay.
But if I have some advice.
Yes, please do.
Okay, so I don't care what anyone says. Invest in a good lawyer, okay? Do your research. Even if it costs you $4,000 like it did to me, well, guess what? I had 2 jobs. Pay that lawyer for a clean record. I'll take that. Get yourself a good lawyer.
What's your lawyer's name? Maybe he'll.
His name is.
I mean, if you want to share.
I don't know his last name, but his name is Garrett.
Okay, Garrett.
Garrett in Las Vegas. Yes.
Garrett Law. That sounds familiar. Okay. So good lawyer. You got a good value. You think he really worked hard in your favor.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And it's gonna look like they're not doing nothing, but the only thing they need to do is show up to that final court and fight for you. That's what they're really doing. Because this is a whole process. It'll take like about 9 months. If it wasn't like me, due to the coronavirus. But yeah, it's a long process. I wouldn't even, to the person I hate, I wouldn't even.
Right.
Well, how do I say it? I wouldn't even
wish it on the person. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, since we're here and this is social media, you are give people some of your social media. Like you're on Instagram, you're a photographer. Let them know a little bit about you and what you have going on. What's your Instagram so people could follow you?
So the Instagram is Natipolis.
Okay, I'll have it on the bottom of the screen as well.
Bottom.
Hey, there you go. We're real YouTubers here.
Click share.
There you go. All right, wow, such a fun day.
And then what was the other one?
I know you have a small business. You do photography.
Yes, sir. And the niche is sports photography.
Okay.
So I've been shooting for 12 years. And yeah.
Good.
Sports photos, my niche.
Well, once again, Natalie, I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to sit with me and to get this interview down to document your experience, getting a DUI in Las Vegas. I really appreciate you sharing that information. Hopefully we could help people to not have any DUIs and make the right decisions, just take a Uber.
Literally, that's all it was, and that's all it comes down to. Just take an Uber, call a friend, whatever.
Yeah.
Just don't drink and drive, literally.
Don't drink and drive, guys. You heard it first from Natalie. Thank you very much for watching Uber Zombies. I'm gonna do my YouTube stuff. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Click like and click share.
Hey, click share. But for real, I need you guys to share this one. I know we're making light of it now, but it's a very serious topic, and please share it. We might be able to help other people with DUIs not get arrested and not hurt anybody on the road. Anyway, thank you again, Natalie. Have a great night. Peace.
Good night.
So, can you show us the ankle monitor? We got some Jordans on, but let's get into the.
Let's get into it.
What is
Let's
this?
get into it.
Oh, it's on both sides. Wow.
Yeah.
What is that? A tattoo? Nice tattoo.
You know, it's in there. It's in there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not comfortable. So like the first week was so heavy for me. I was so exhausted at work.
Wow. What does it say? Continuous alcohol monitoring. Wow. Turn your leg again. I want people to really see what they're gonna get.
This is not fun. It's not comfortable.
So how do you feel with this on your leg?
Like a dog on a leash.
You feel like a dog on a leash?
Yes.